Hey guys, I know a lot of you have been wondering where I've been and why I have not posted and why I have been very quiet on this channel. Uh, I've had some things going on to where I stopped posting on here and kind of just stuck to the weather YouTube channel. But I do need to talk about some things that have been going on and clear the air about certain things as well and set the story straight because I'm hearing things and it's to the point to where I want to take every one of my social media apps and delete them all and block everybody and cut everybody out right now out of my life. So a lot of yous have noticed I've had a little bit of issue with a past relationship. And for a while, somebody had the balls to say that I was stalking my ex. I had like a video on that saying that I clearly wasn't, nor was my ex stalking me. And then I had to go on ahead and clear the air on a few other things during that time as well. And right at that time, I was fresh out of high school. I'll almost be out of high school for almost a year now. And I'm trying to start to figure out all what I want to do with myself now that I'm out of high school. And dealing with certain things right now, like what I'm about to talk about, is not part of it. And this is where it's about to bring me right now to one of these text messages that I'm actually right now about to read to you. So, starting last year, well, a few years ago, I have an app on my phone that can detect unknown devices and unknown numbers, and it'll have like a warning signal, almost like the warning signal you would see on like the WeatherBug app if you guys ever have that on your phones. It's like that icon, pretty much, and it's to know that I don't know that this device is not in my phone, nor is the number, and it's unknown, but they're sending me a message. So when that happens, the messages come up like that, pretty much. And what was written, I'm about to read these. I don't know why the typing was like that when I read it. So I'm actually gonna read 3 of these messages to you, but I'm gonna read them down like in order, not right like all the way through. So this is the first one. They're a little hard for me to read, so excuse me when I read these. Bianca, you don't remember me, but I remember you, and yet you're still nothing. You're just a wannabe storm chaser. You can't keep a boyfriend nor a friend. And don't tell me that that guy you keep posting is your friend. You ain't got no friends. Sorry, you ain't got no friends. They're all being fake to you. I bet your weather videos suck as well. Your friends probably talk about you behind your back. You'll never be a storm chaser, and you will never get anywhere in life. You should have just killed yourself when you had the chance. You don't belong on this planet. You just get in the way. So do us all a favor and just leave so we don't have to deal with you anymore. That was a little hard for me to read because I got that text at 3:29 in the morning a few days before my 20th birthday. So you can imagine what it's like for an almost 20-year-old who is still in her teens to get a message like that. Because For some of you who are a little bit new and don't know, I have anxiety, I suffer from depression, and I also have PTSD along with a little bit of ADD. And I don't like saying it, but I do have IED, which is internal explosive disorder, which is I can get angry at any time. Meaning, but it's a little. I can control that. I've been able to control that for almost 2 years now. And sometimes I just can't. But it's a little hard because, like, it's hard for me to deal with this kind of stuff when I'm trying to put my life back in order. Like, I'm in the process right now of I'm working, I'm trying to eventually go back to school, and I got this stuff going on, which is. Everybody asks me why do I care what people think or say. Well, I'm judged for what I do because I'm judged because technically I'm judged on the internet for doing the meteorology. I'm judged on YouTube for posting those videos. I'm judged no matter what. And I care because, well, at one point I had a decent fan base and a lot of people cut me right off when this stuff started happening. And when they were talking about the person I was posting on my posting on my social, like on my Insta and my Snapchat, that's my friend Justin, who I've known for almost a year now, and he's been there for me. And to be honest, it's nice to have him around. Even though people say that he's probably being fake towards me and all of that stuff, well, I don't think he's being fake. I'll be damn sure if he was, but he's not. But like I was saying on these text messages, and they don't show another device, they show an unknown device. I got that the day before my birthday. And I don't know what they were saying when they put DACE, dates. I think they were trying to say something else. But that first message, I literally posted to my Snapchat. I asked whoever sent it to come forward and confess, and nobody did. But whoever this person was saw it because they clearly had the balls to send me another message, which I'm about to read right now. And this message I got this message on the day before my birthday at 2:07 p.m. of last year. That's what the first message was as well. It was from last year, and this one is also from last year. I have one more that I got on Monday, February. I want to say February 19th. I'm gonna have to reread the date. But I got it at 6:30 in the morning from this year. I'll read that one as well. Whoa, really, Bianca? I heard you had to go and post that message on your Snap story so your brother could see it. You're a coward. You can't even fight your own battles. No wonder why your ex left you and guys won't date you. Face it, you're way too ugly and definitely not worth anyone's time. All you're good at is wasting people's time. I hate to break it to you, but whoever, I'm not gonna say my friend Snap, obviously, we all know he's not your brother. He's not even your real brother. You don't even have one, probably. You just call him your brother because you're always lonely and depressed. You're just also a depressed little bitch that can't do anything. that can't do anything, that includes these dumbass weather videos. I'm so sick of hearing your name on TikTok, Insta, Snap, and every single social media. You're just an attention addict. Take a hint, Bianca. No one likes you, period. So do us all a favor and just disappear, please. So, yeah, it's a little hard. But it does hurt a lot. This thing, because when I get like this, I get into these moods. I get so bummed out that I start to feel like, are these people like right? Like, is what they're saying true? Like, could certain things be better off? But that's me overthinking with my depression. And I will admit that happens quite often, and it has been. But, like I said, when I first posted that, my friend Justin, who I will call my brother, or even my stepbrother, I originally do have a brother, who I do love a lot, but I don't get to see him because he did move. But there is no, like, saying that I don't look at Justin like family. I do. But there is something else before I move on to that third message that I want to talk to you guys about. Actually, there are a few things. Sorry. I get like this, I start feeling like I'm gonna be sick. Which I'm not. I got made fun of in high school for something. So, none of you know this, but I suffer from kidney stones. Like, I literally suffer from them. And, like, when I mean I suffer, I mean I legit suffer from them. I've passed 20 kidney stones in the process. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my light bar, which I just did. But I've passed 20 kidney stones, and my junior year of high school, I missed so many days I actually had to start going to summer school. Because I missed up to 32 days of school from being in the hospital with these kidney stones or passing them while I'm at home. And at one point I was told I was from drinking diet soda and Snapple. Well, I cut them both out and I was still dealing with them. So eventually I got told I have a cell in my body that's prone to producing kidney stones and we can't figure out why I have it. And it's a little hard knowing that I have them, but I am now down to officially 5 kidney stones. And they're still stuck up in both of my kidneys. So I have 5, but I have like a few in my left and like a few in my right. But they each count out to reach like 5. But everybody was like, well, what do you drink like when you're out with friends? So I can drink, I'm allowed to drink soda. I can drink Coke, Pepsi, I can drink soda products, just not diet ones. I also stick to Propel, and I also am allowed to drink what this is actually sponsored by, Gatorade. I can drink anything except for obviously Snapple and diet, like Coke, Pepsi, and stuff like that. I just can't drink diet stuff. Like, if I have like one diet drink, it's not gonna harm me, but if I have like multiple in like a day, it can. I did notice that you guys were commenting on one of my videos that I made on another channel. I have this thing about my ex. So everybody was like, when are you gonna make another video with JD? Well, I kinda can't because, well, he and I aren't together. So he's not gonna be in any more of my videos. He's not gonna be in my weather ones. He's not gonna be in my gaming ones. He's not gonna be in any more of my videos. Will I ever do a video with Justin? That's something that I can look into maybe in like the near future. Just not anytime soon. But yeah. Because I will say this. What got me really close to Justin was Justin actually took me to my senior prom. And I remember I worked my butt off to get him into going to my senior prom. Because my boyfriend at that time couldn't take me because, well, he was over the age limit and you can't be 21 or over to go to a high school prom. And my boyfriend was 21 at that time. But Justin was not. And Justin was able to take me to my senior prom, which I had fun. And then everything started spiraling down right after prom. My boyfriend and I broke up. I started to have to come with the terms of I'm about to graduate high school, and I started to lose it. And I got to the point to where I would not want to come out of my room on weekends. If I was hanging out with my mom, I did not want to go out. I just wanted to stay home. If I was hanging out with friends, I'd let them come over here, but I did not want to go on ahead and go out because I just couldn't face looking ever at my school knowing I was about to graduate. Because other than wanting to become a storm chaser, I had done choir. I had done choir for 11 years. And for the longest time, choir was the only thing I ever knew. Like, staying up to school for dress rehearsals, prepping for spring concert, winter concert, touring around the elementary schools, and everything else. But on another note, I want to bring it down to a certain level. Before I read that third message, there is something I want to get off my chest. So, everybody has been asking me what has been going on, but when they mean that, they're like, oh, like, why are you like so down like on these certain days? And I don't explain it. I never wanted to. And I think this is what I'm actually about to do. And this is a little touchy for me, so you're gonna have to bear with me when I talk about this, guys. So, November 23rd of 2018, I lost my best friend, Steven. And it's a little hard because last year had been 5 years. And everybody was like, well, it's been 5 years, like, move on, like, get over it. Like, he's dead, he's not coming back. I know he's not, I know he's dead, I know he's not coming back. Reason why it hurts the most, a few months before the California wildfires hit, he and I were on the phone. And before I get into this, if you guys are wondering how he and I met, we used to actually go to school together. But at a certain age, he had to move due to personal reasons that I won't get into. And he moved all the way to the West Coast with his dad and his sister. And he loved the West Coast life. But I remember seeing his house on FaceTime. It was gorgeous. He had this gorgeous greenhouse in the back, like this most gorgeous view of, it was like some kind of field. It was like some kind of field. Like, it was beautiful. But they had like a fence, but there was a little bit of debris like behind the shed that was like boarded up like nails that the dad was supposed to get rid of eventually, but I don't think he ever did. Clearly he never did. So back to like what I was saying though, like he and I got into a fight a few months before the California wildfires had hit. And I was so angry, and my IED started to kick in, and I just got so mad that I lashed out over the phone. I screamed, "I hate you," and I hung up. And he tried calling me back, and I declined his call. And that was the last time he and I spoke. So, a few months pass, I start seeing things that, there's a small wildfire that formed in California. And I'm like, it's in the middle of the woods, it's gonna pass. And it's not gonna go downhill, it's not gonna go towards his house. Start watching the news more and more, and they said it looked like the fire was going to shift, it was going to turn, like go another direction than what it was. There was so much wind that was blowing the fire to the other way, and it's going like right towards like their house. So there were calls for evacuation. And they never evacuated. Steven, his dad and his sister, they never evacuated. And what happened was their house was like almost like down, like near like a hill. Like downhill kind of. I start seeing it go up this hill, and I'm looking, and I can tell the hill, I can tell the street, almost like where it's gonna go. And it just starts rolling down the hill at like quarter to like midnight. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I go over my phone, I tried calling Steven, I tried calling his sister, I even tried calling his dad the day before. Nobody picked up. The reason why I even tried calling him, and even though it was like quarter to midnight, I just wanted to warn him. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I watched the fire engulf a bunch of houses. I knew one of those houses was his. But minus the fire, there was all that wind. So I get a call the next day. It's Thanksgiving. So like mid-afternoon, and I have my cousins over and I'm hanging with them. My phone goes off and it's Steven's sister. So I'm like, she's alive. Like, I'm like, if she's alive, is her dad alive? Is Steven alive? Like, I am a little like excited here at the moment. And she tells me her and her dad are okay, but they can't find Steven. Like, he's missing. I told her to keep me informed and to let me know if they find him. So about 7:30, like almost near like I wouldn't say exactly 7:30. I want to say about at least like 5:30. Sorry, I want to say about like at least like 5:30. I got a call. I got a text actually from his sister again, and she's like, "I know it's Thanksgiving. I know you're busy, but I need to talk to you." And I excused myself from dinner. I had my friend that I look at like a sister coming over in like 2 hours to spend the night. I can't cry, I can't scream, I can't do anything. She tells me, "We found Steven." I'm like, is he okay? Is he breathing? Like, what's going on? So the fire came down with so much wind that it blew a small board about the size of this that had nails, and it went to here, and it went in. Even though apparently he had to have been alive with that board, he apparently tried to sit up the way it looks, and the board fell out. And he died from massive trauma to his throat and massive blood loss. So he died thinking I hated him. Last year, which would have been 5 years, last year he would have turned 21. So Christmas Eve is known for being Jesus' birthday. Besides that, that's also my friend Steven's birthday. And he would have just turned 21. I will admit, 1 year younger than him, like always. He would have just turned 21 last year. And it hurts because I keep getting asked, like, if you got to talk to him, like, what would you say? If you got to hear him, his voice, like, what would you do? And I don't know. I do not know what I would do, what I would say. I don't even know how I would react. And it hurts. Like, not a day goes by that I don't miss him. And it does hurt a lot. But on another note, I got this last text message that I want to read to you guys. I got this at 6:30 in the morning on Monday, and I was correct, it was February 19th. And this one says, Bianca Potter, you're still a coward. You can't even fight your own battles. Kind of what they said in like the last message. So pretty much they like repeated themselves. No wonder why your ex left you. Besides, you're way too ugly and definitely not worth anyone's time. All you're good at is wasting people's time. Even though, every time though, hell, Justin won't even date you. And he's not your stepbrother or brother. He's not even your friend, probably. You're just always lonely and depressed. You're just a depressed little bitch, and you deserve to be lonely and depressed. You can't do anything right, that includes those dumbass weather videos. You're just an attention addict. Face it. Justin is not really your friend. He's just being fake. He probably talks about you behind your back, like everyone else does. You're worthless, Bianca. Get it? Worthless. And they actually spell it out with like all capital letters. You have no right in trying to make those weather videos. God, you look so retarded in them talking about tornadoes and trying to do the weather for the week. Like, God, no wonder why Steven died. He probably took his life to get away from you. He's probably laughing at what you have become. Besides, I also heard that you got jumped at a park a while ago. And you had to go and run to Justin Ha. He probably laughed and he probably didn't care. He probably doesn't even care that you're being bullied. No one cares that you like wrestling and stuff. You can't even drive. You can't keep a boyfriend. Just disappear and become the ghost that you are. Stop trying to be cool when you know that you're not. So, I got that. That was not fun. I got that at 6:30 in the morning. It affected me the way a lot of that stuff does. Like, the fact that they had the balls to mention Steven, thinking that he took his own life. That destroyed me. That did hurt. Like, no lie, it really had hurt. Because he didn't take his life. And I don't think he ever would have, even if things got as bad as like what they did. He never would have taken his own life. I will admit that. But I'll put it this way, you guys. I'm coming out with a few new videos, and I may even do like 2 or more texting stories as well for this channel. So I'll come back, but I just needed to clear all of that up because those messages, they affect me because I let it bug me. And I don't like the fact that I let it bug me, but it's the fact that it hurts. And I hate that it does. It hurts like there's a fist wrapped around my heart that just keeps clenching on every time somebody says something like this to me. And it's just causing me an obscene amount of pain and torture. And the reason why I keep them is I keep them to remind me to try and move on every day. And it's hard. But I try. Sorry, that was a paperclip. I try, but sometimes I just fall right back down. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Be on the lookout because I will start coming up with some new stories soon, and I will be posting them. Also, I just started a new channel with my friend, and I will be eventually posting on that too. But other than that, guys, stay safe, and I love you.